All right, in this lesson, we will learn how to work with a subtotal. Before we get into that, let's define what exactly is a subtotal. In a nutshell, by definition, a subtotal is when you add up a certain portion of your data or certain segments of your data. So when you work with subtotals in Excel, what they do is allow you to insert or inject calculations within the body of your list. But another way, you're simply doing calculations at certain breakpoints in your list. The key to making subtotals work is you have to sort the field you want to use first. That is critical. So let's say we want to get a subtotal for all the profits for the countries in our list. So the first thing we have to do is sort by our country. Then on the Data tab, on the far right-hand side, we'll see Subtotal. We'll click that. Where it says at each change in, we'll switch that to country because that's what we just sorted. Where it says use function, we'll leave that alone because we want to add things up. And where it says add subtotal to, we'll leave it as profit because that's what we want to see. Click OK. Let's see what Excel gave us. As we scroll through the list, you'll notice that at certain breakpoints, meaning when we go from one country to the other, Excel has added a subtotal for those specific profits. As a bonus, if we look up here in the upper left-hand corner, we'll see a little 1, 2, and 3. If we click on those, that will allow us to expand and collapse our list. If we click on the plus sign, that will allow us to expand out a certain portion of our list. Clicking the minus sign will collapse that portion of the list. And we'll click the number 3 here just to see everything. Moving on, let's say we want to see a different type of calculation within our list. If we go back and click the subtotal icon, where it says use function, let's click the drop arrow and choose average in this case, and then click OK. Now, as we scroll through the list, we'll see the average profit for that country. Moving on, if we want to remove our subtotals, we'll go back and click the subtotal icon, then click remove all, and that will reset our list and bring us back to square one. Going one step further, what if we want to apply different calculations to different fields? For instance, what if we want to see the average profit and total sales for each of our countries? How do we do that? The answer is you have to jump through a couple hoops, but it'll work. First, let's verify that we are sorted by country. And to solve this, we have to apply 2 consecutive subtotals. Put differently, we're going to apply one subtotal, then go right back and apply another one. Let's go up and click the subtotal icon. It says at each changing country, so we're good there. Where it says use function, let's click the drop arrow and change it to average. And we want to see the average profit, so profit looks good. Click OK. That's part 1. Part 2. Go right back up and click the subtotal icon again. Let's click the drop arrow and change it from average to sum. Then go down here and check where it says sales amount, and then uncheck profit because we don't need that. And then where the magic happens is right here, this box where it reads replace current subtotals. We want to uncheck that. And when we uncheck that, that allows us to put in more than one subtotal in our list. Let's click OK, and oh man, check that out. As we scroll through our list, you notice that Excel has put in our subtotals for total sales and the average profit for each changing country. Pretty cool. Let's go up and clear out our subtotals, and we'll do one more for sake of illustration. Let's say we want to see the total sales for our countries and then the average profit from our customer source. How in the world do we do that? The key to doing this relies on sorting our list properly first. So we'll go up here and sort our list by country, then by customer source. And then from here, it's just a matter of applying our subtotals. We'll click subtotal, and then where it says at each change in, switch it to country, and we'll show the total sales. And once we're done that, we go right back and click on subtotal again. Where it says at each change in, switch it to customer source, then change it to average, and then make sure just profit is checked. Click OK, and let's check the results. Pretty cool. Check that out. And there you have it for your subtotals.